Hi there, my name is Chris Bradley, and I want to talk to you a little bit about the actions of people who are religious. One of the kind of consistent things that religious people tell us is that those of us who aren't religious are somehow kind of morally inferior to them. And it's very interesting to see cases where we can kind of compare things. How you raise your children, or I might raise my children, and how they raise their children. So in this case, I want to talk about Dr. Laura and her son, Deryk. I'm going to presume that everyone knows who Dr. Laura is. You don't? Well, I shall enlighten you. Dr. Laura is an American radio personality, and by radio personality I mean she's a shrill fundamentalist psychopath with an audience of millions. Her fundamentalism is Jewish, but it's really the same fundamentalism as everyone else. Well, she's a radio personality, and her personal crusade are children, the poor babies that are being raised in a culture of permissiveness. Oh no, the babies. And how they need to be raised in standard religious indoctrination, child abuse style, including liberal, or would that be conservative, doses of the rod. Mind you, she used to be a pretty permissive person herself. Before she found God, she took drugs, was part of a nude photo shoot, and is, of course, a divorcee. Her current husband, in fact, left her wife of 20 years in preference to Dr. Laura, and they lived together in sin, including an attempt to get pregnant, for around 8 years. But then in the 90s, she decided to become a conservative Jew, by which I mean fundamentalist nutjob, and she dragged her son Deryk, bizarrely spelled with a Y, into it. And here the plot thickens. Because recently there's been some media attention on Dr. Laura's own children. How does her post-conversion family hold up? Let's go and see. It seems, if one believes the news, which always is a bit tricky, that Deryk is over there, in this case, Afghanistan, land of poppy fields and warlords. It also seems that Deryk had a MySpace page. I deeply wish that it was still up, but it's not, because someone took it down. Who? No one knows. What is known is the page was taken down because of its content. What kind of content? Stick figure drawings. I'm not joking here, really, stick figure drawings. But not just any kind of stick figure drawings, but stick figure drawings of a bound and bleeding woman being raped in front of her family? Stick figure drawings of a boy being held at knife point to give oral sex to a soldier? Way to go, Dr. Laura, with your family! Apparently, too, there are some words on this MySpace page, which is really pretty rare on a MySpace page. And these words are, without doubt, worthy of Dr. Laura. He says, and I'm going to be quoting here, just so you know, "Yes, fucking yes, I love my job. It takes everything reckless and deviant and heathenistic and overall bad about me and hyper-focuses these traits into my job of running around this horrid place doing nasty things to people that deserve it and some that don't." End quote. He also chronicles his history of drug use, violence, and pictures of captives with sad little racist epithets. Another quote, "Godless, crazy people like me have become a generation of apathetic killers." End quote. I can only imagine the pride with which Dr. Laura views her son today, and I'm sure that he will be held as an example of how a good fundamentalist upbringing instills the strength of godly morality in the hearts of American youth. Either that, or permissiveness is going to start to look really good to some people. But wait, the wackiness isn't over yet. Army spokesman, did you know the Army has spokesmen now, kind of like perfume companies? Well, anyway, Army spokesman Robert Tallman has suggested, I'll give you the quote, "It may be possible that our enemies are actually behind this. Our enemies are adaptive, technologically sophisticated, and truly understand the importance of the information battle space. Sadly, they will use that space to promulgate and decimate untrue propaganda." End quote. As opposed to true propaganda? No. Anyway, so it's not that Deryk is a racist, drug-using mass murderer who loves violence. Oh no. It's Al-Qaeda watches Dr. Laura, which they might. They share fundamental values in most areas, including the notion that children are to be indoctrinated with abuse into a blood-curdling religion in the name of divine morality. And they generated an active MySpace page where they managed to fool other American soldiers into participating on that page, and it never got back to Deryk. Wait, maybe everybody on MySpace is Al-Qaeda. I mean, I think this is possible, right? This could happen. That MySpace is an Al-Qaeda plot. It makes perfect sense that a bunch of backwoods funny barbarians who can't do addition can write in perfect American vernacular, including slang and idioms. So remember, it's not a possibility that a hypocritical funding nutjob like Dr. Laura has a fucked up son. No. Bin Laden himself attacked America by slandering Dr. Laura's son. Those bastards will do anything! That's much more reasonable, don't you think? But that's it for today. I've done all the things that I have the strength to do. I'm Chris Bradley, and I'd like if you stop by my website to read my stories, look at my blog, read my articles, answer same. I welcome all comments and questions, and please comment me today. Peace!